Hello my friends and fellow gamers, and welcome back to this Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode run. My name is Blue, and I am here with my companions, Will, Lae'zel, and Astarion, and of course, leading the charge, we have Luna, the Druid Tiefling. You might notice that Lae'zel has a spiffy new armor set. I was finally able to get the adamantine forge to work again. I'm not entirely sure what happened. It almost acted as though I didn't put the the mold into the correct mold slot. And when I quit my game and reloaded it, the mold was actually back in Luna's inventory, even though it had originally started in Will's inventory. So I have no idea what happened, but I was able to successfully make Lae'zel the medium armor and adamantine armor. Anyway, we're here at Joaquin's Rest. We've pretty much done everything in Act 1 and the Underdark, so we are actually going to carry on and make our way to the Githyanki Creche. So all the way back towards the beginning of this series, we chatted with a tiefling in the Emerald Grove who told us that Githyanki had been spotted in this area. And so we see the shadow of a dragon, and if I could move my camera angle higher, we'd be able to actually see said dragon. And we also see a tiefling here taking a little look-see.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
And who are you exactly?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to get to Baldur's Gate in one piece.
I mean, fair enough.
That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is.
No, absolutely not. But you know, it seems like you have pretty good survival instincts. You can join me.
What? Just follow you around?
No, actually just kind of stay in my camp.
Alone.
Fair enough. Your loss.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Okay, so before we make our way down there, let's just go ahead and loot some stuff. We see a heavy chest over here with some arrows in it. And as we approach, we see Githyanki and Flaming Fist.
To the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
They don't look very welcoming. Yikes. Well, that way doesn't look optimal anymore.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Nice hair.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A creche must be near. Come, my kin await.
They don't exactly look very friendly. A dragon just incinerated those soldiers. Surely that's not safe.
The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
Fine. Alright. Luna will go ahead and follow, but she is going to have the boys stay on the high ground, just in case.
We must speak. A dull moment.
So Lae'zel has already gone forward to speak with the Githyanki, and Luna follows behind.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Man, I'm not gonna talk.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid you attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
All right, let's see. I'm not doing 3 or 4. I'm not producing the artifact, and I am not going to outright be hostile towards them. Let's see if we can convince Lae'zel to lie. And I will be guidancing myself. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Whew. All right.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste. The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
Oh my god,
You
we
served
succeeded
your
the
queen well,
deception.
child.
We succeeded the deception.
Take your slaves and hunt those who
Oh,
escaped the Geich ship.
yes. Oh my god,
They
oh my
must
god.
carry the weapon.
I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
I have never passed that deception check before. This has always dissolved into a fight. Oh my god. Alright, Lae'zel, what the hell?
You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The distilled Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble distilled Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Okay. Let's move back to the boys, because I think there's some more stuff to loot on the high ground. So chest over there, some alchemy stuff over here. And I think there actually is some stuff over that way. But I mean, Astarion does have the Hill Giant Strength Elixir, so he can probably make that jump. Well, let's go ahead and do it, why not? So this is sort of a back way in to the goblin camp. Not sure what I didn't perceive, but...
That's curious.
Okay, perfect. We succeeded that survival check to get this dirt mound. Alright, let's rejoin our companions. I think there's some other little side areas that I could loot for, like, I don't know, like berries or alchemy ingredients, but I'm not going to bother with that. It's in that, if you take a look at the minimap, it's up in that, like, shadowy area up there. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. Instead, let's just go ahead and carry on and meet back up with the ladies.
Can't give up now.
And we see a whole bunch of dead flaming fists. So this is Yule, the one who the tiefling was mourning. Go ahead and feel free to pause it if you want to read any of this stuff. Some information about Zariel. And then some other flaming fists. Alright. So obviously that way is not gonna work. So let's go ahead and take the side road. At level 6, the Githyanki Crest should go pretty smoothly. but I don't want to take advantage of anything. But yeah, so we're about to progress our adventure. I think pretty much all loose ends are tied up. And it's not exactly as though we can't go back into Act 1, but I don't think we have any need to. We've done pretty much everything, I believe. If any of you know of anything that I missed to do, please let me know. But to my knowledge, I've done everything that I could in Act 1 and the Underdark. So we see a Flaming Fist helmet and a dagger just lying here on the ground. It's so pretty. I love this area so much. We've discovered a new waypoint over here.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Yep, we're on our way there now. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Well, you may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
Don't worry, we're going right there after we, chat with the merchant. Pardon me. So up and around this way is a fight I don't particularly want to get into yet. So let's just make our way towards the monastery.
Yes? Who goes there?
But we do see a traitor down here. Lady Esther.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
Yes, it looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards. But stupid. Ktroki.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
Hold on, you tried to buy one of their children?
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg.
Yeah, that hatches into a child.
The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
Well, violence is taught, not inherited. You don't need to steal a child to know that.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we're not even going to entertain this. We're gonna ask to see her wares.
I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
Alright, let's sell off our junk. I don't know if anybody's actually going to use the Grimskull helm, because I think the only person who could wear it is Lae'zel, and I want her to keep the headband of intellect, so we're just gonna sell that. Yeah, I'll keep that on hand just in case. Sell all of these gems. I think that's pretty much it, because I did a little bit of selling off camera in between episodes. So now, what does she have? Dimension Door might be nice. No, I don't think I need that. The Graceful Cloth is great for a monk. Periapt of Wound Closure. When downed, automatically stabilize at the start of the turn. Whenever you are healed, you restore the maximum number of hit points. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that. Cold damage, nope. Also good for a monk. Nope. Eh. So I think that's all we really need from her. I will just grab her potions also. And an arrow of many targets, that's always nice to have. But otherwise, she doesn't really have too much that this party composition wants. I do eventually want to do a monk playthrough, or maybe someone who could use the Winter's Clutches. But for this playthrough, I don't really need any of that. So yeah, with those spoils, let's go ahead and head on out.
You have places to be.
Now for that amulet, I think Lae'zel could get the most use out of it, but like I also like her to have the Broodmother's Revenge. So maybe yeah, I'll give it to Luna. It would be a nice little kind of backup, because she does have so much HP to chew through with being in her wild shape all the time, but this is a nice, you know, emergency button that if she ever does get down, she'll stabilize. And it would be nice to get the maximum amount of healing on her. Anyway, with that taken care of, let's just quickly grab some of these shrooms and continue down the pathway. We see a sign for Lathander.
In Lathander's grace, may his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Now we could use the winch to get the car back up here. What did I just hit? I don't know what I just hit. Anyway, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take the long way down. Because it's such a nice walk.
Watch how you go.
I mean, apart from some traps everywhere. Where is my trap disarmer? Astarion, dear boy. Don't run into the trap. Oh shoot, I still have his Gloves of Thievery on. Well, I mean, I guess that's good for this little section, but... Where's the next one? Come on. Alright, well, we walked right into it.
Carefully. There's a trap.
Where's Will? Is Will stuck? Alright, let's go get him.
A hero at heart.
I know you can make this jump. There you go.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So we see a little blue jay over here. Let's go ahead and have a chat.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Did someone steal something from you?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
Well, I can't help but notice that you do have a nest right here.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
I mean, fair enough. But if this is not your nest, then whose is it?
Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention.
So, hold on. The eagles are pricks for stealing your nest, but you're not a prick for stealing someone else's nest?
Exactly right.
Oh, jeez.
Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
Alright, fine. Do you want me to go and deal with the eagles for you?
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
Alright, fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
Alright. Let's go ahead and, yeah, grab the key. I don't think he'll be mad at us for stealing that. Grab an apple. And some autumn crocus. And continue down the path.
Lae'zel, are you sure of the greeting we'll find at this creche of yours?
Of course I'll be welcomed. And if you behave, you may keep your head too.
If you say so, Lae'zel.
I can count on you to vouch for me, I hope.
Don't worry. You're more useful to me.
That might be
Okay. Sometimes this survival check is difficult to pass, because this is what the Blue Jay points out to us if we get his eagle's nest back for him. So we got a lyre, some gold, and some alchemy ingredients. And continuing on down the path, we can see right up above here, I think should be a little shrine. Yep. So people have left some offerings here. An elixir of greater arcane cultivation, a silver amulet, some gold, a potion of greater healing, some letters, a pilgrim's curse. Feel free to read that. Pilgrim's prayer. Feel free to read that. And another prayer. Feel free to read that.
Very well.
Okay, and so this was the cart that we could have used to winch our way down, but instead we took the path. I don't think there's anything down this way. Except for a very pretty view. Look at that. It's so pretty. So let's go ahead and grab the waypoint and start making our way through the exterior of the temple. Okay, so the game auto saves for us. That's not concerning in any regard. As we walk forward, we see some Githyanki and some poor non-Githyanki.
On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Alright, and we see a halfling making a run for it and brutally being shot down.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the creche on high alert.
I mean, are you sure it's just not the Githyanki nature to be jerks and murder everybody? Alright, poor Corliss here.
Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists.
Just has some armor on her.
Could be a good thing.
And over here...
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Uncertainty from the artifact.
Your
So the
curiosity
doors...
is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Stop interrupting me.
They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Are you done? Okay, so the doors are locked with enchanted security, so we are not getting in that way. We'll have to find another way in. But first, let's go ahead and hop through this open window. And we see some very drunk kobolds over here.
Too drunk. It's not possible.
So Lae'zel is going to give them a little whack. Very nice. I don't think there are any other kobolds over here, but there are some inside. So let's go ahead and break up the party a little bit. Have Astarion go in first. Actually, we'll have Astarion and Lae'zel come on in. And I'll have Lae'zel take care of this guy who is just sleeping on the floor. Perfect.
Into the shadows.
It looks like there might be a kobold in there. There are a couple more sleeping. Perfect. Okay, so she was spotted. Let's go ahead and have her come on up here.
My path be true.
Okay, so Astarion has also been spotted. So he is going to take out some of the kobolds on the low ground. So let's just start out with his Dread Ambusher shot. Oh, that sadly misses. And then he'll just send another arrow for 7 damage, and one more arrow for 13 damage. I forgot to swap his gloves. Oh well. And he'll just go further into the room. How did anybody see them? I disagree.
Time to press ahead.
Anyway, Luna comes on in. And she is going to maybe chuck an ice knife somewhere up top to the Kobold Scout.
Victory awaits.
And Lae'zel is going to Booming Blade the Kobold behind her for a critical miss. And she will just shove him. Perfect.
Let's spill some blood.
And Astarion has pretty much done everything he can do. He will go ahead and apply a Hunter's Mark onto this Kobold Looter. So some of the kobolds are surprised. I'm not sure why some are and some aren't. But anyway, Will comes on in and sends an Eldritch Blast up to one of the kobolds. I'll do it to the kobold that, oh, actually first I should put on a little Hex for just some additional damage. And then I'll send the Eldritch Blasts into this Kobold Looter. Perfect. So we see some kobolds dashing to join the fray. Some more kobolds dashing. Yeah, Lae'zel will shield it. So I'll probably have them rest fairly soon. Lae'zel will come forward and just, yeah, Booming Blade. Perfect, and one more shot. That sadly misses. Let's see if we can shove a kobold to the low ground to get them into position for other teammates to help.
The dance macabre.
Astarion is going to come up to the high ground and send off a couple of shots to the Kobold Inventor. Perfect.
Can't even catch my breath.
Luna is going to try and Thorn Whip this kobold down to the low ground. Perfect. And actually kills them. And she just scooches farther into the room and preemptively casts Shillelagh.
The blade will not bend.
Will is going to come up here and will reapply a Strength Hex onto the Kobold Looter in the back. Hopefully his Eldritch Blast will be able to hit from back there. Looks like it. Perfect. Luna gets dinged for 7 damage. Lae'zel dodges her 2 attacks against her, as does Will. So Lae'zel comes up and Booming Blade. Perfect. And she comes up and takes another whack at the Kobold Scout. Perfect.
Let's have some fun.
Astarion is just going to scooch backward a little bit and plop on a Hunter's Mark onto this kobold right here. And we'll send off 1 shot. Perfect. And where is the final kobold? Right by Luna. I don't think he'll be able to reach... Oh, yes, he can. And that is all of them dealt with. So, Lae'zel is firstly going to loot all of the kobolds on the high ground with her. And then she is going to help dispatch any kobolds that might be hiding in some fire wine barrels. So she is just going to start smacking the crap out of these barrels. So Astarion shoots over for 9 damage, shoots over again for 11 damage. And before I forget, let me fix Astarion's gloves. I don't need the gloves of thievery, I want the gloves of archery. Perfect. And then Luna is going to go ahead and smack this fire wine barrel, revealing another kobold. Astarion scooches forward. Yeah, let's reapply Hunter's Mark, why not? And sends off 1 shot at the Kobold Looter. Perfect for 1 shot, 1 kill. Luna, meanwhile, is going to loot the rest of the kobolds down here on the low ground. Oh, I forgot to read that journal. So real quick, I don't think it's important. Oh, and we have a ceremonial mace. That could be important. Where is the journal? Right there. I don't think it's super important, but it's fun nevertheless. Okay, and then over here looks like it might be another one. So let's smack this fire wine barrel. And let's let Astarion have some fun. So he sends off a shot for 15 damage and 1 more shot for 15 more damage. So let's loot the kobolds again. And I think there might be a couple more kobolds hiding in some barrels. I don't think there's any in this one. Nope. But I think there are some towards the back of the room, if I'm remembering correctly, like right in here. Yep. Perfect. Astarion scooches forward. And sends down 1 shot for 13 damage, sends down a 2nd shot for 16 damage. Let's have Will loot his kobold.
Looking ahead.
And Luna will go ahead and loot the rest of these bodies of the Kobold Looter and the winery records. So you can go ahead and see the ledger of wine sold by the monastery. And I think that is all of the kobolds hiding in wine. So let's get the rest of the crew all grouped up together. And head back outside. I do tend to get a little bit lost while navigating, especially the exterior of this area, so apologies in advance for the potentially awkward trekking scenario, like right now where I have no idea where I'm meant to be going. Was it over here? Yeah, let's go down and around. I don't know why, but I always get so lost in the monastery exterior. Okay, so we're seeing a path leading farther down, and we do see an elegant chest over here. That we open it up to find some arrows and an elixir of vigilance. Okay, so we could crawl down, and that might lead us into a back way. We see a door over here, but I think that leads us into the creche, and I don't really want to go inside just yet. So we will continue to make our way around and up, because I do want to try and find that nest, the eagle's nest that the blue jay was complaining about, and see if we can fight that. Okay, so looks like we're just wrapping our way around. We see a skeleton over here with a short sword and some wisp weed. Okay, let's continue climbing up these little cragged rocks. Don't know if we can actually come up these rocks. No. Those are just there for pretty. Okay, and we see a dirt mound. Let's go ahead and dig it up. We didn't even need to try and pass a perception or survival check for this one. We are digging up somebody's coffin. We see a rusty mace. Dawnmaster Stockhold, beloved Dawnmaster Stockhold, buried with a ceremonial mace in honor of the many humble maces he wielded in his lifetimes. He purged the evil from this land. That's going to be useful a little bit later on, because there is a puzzle associated with some of these weapons that we're picking up.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
Alrighty. Let's grab some balsam. Alright, now from here... Yep, I think we want to go back down and around. Yep, so up here we see some crumbling stairs. Sorry about that really awkward camera angle. Now we could go this way, but I don't want to just yet, because I think the eagle's nest is farther up. Okay, we see a false wall. Well, not a false wall, but a crumbling wall. Let's grab the rusty short sword. Just anything that we can sell. Actually, let's have Will shoot 2 eldritch blasts into this wall. Perfect. Ooh, and we see a Guardian of Faith that is protecting a ceremonial battle axe. So, we are going to scooch along outside, and Luna is going to bravely head on in and carefully pick up this ceremonial battle axe. So, the thing about Guardians of Faith, let me go to Luna real quick so we can see, is that this pale circle that is around them, that is their attack radius. So if you just stay outside of it, there's nothing that they can do. So instead, she is going to chuck a level 2 ice knife at the Guardian of Faith. Perfect for... Well, it did 10 damage. I don't know how, because it said the attack missed. So it does have retaliation, but again, it's only melee range. So, yeah, we're fine as long as we stay back.
I am death.
But I will have Lae'zel just creep a little bit farther. Actually, I'll just have her creep farther forward a little bit. This camera, I swear. And have her just shoot off an arrow. And try again. Okay, both of them missed, but that's fine because there's really no penalty to this because that guy cannot move.
I've missed this.
I don't know if Hunter's Mark actually like works on this thing, but we're gonna try. So we apply Hunter's Mark to the Guardian of Faith, and he shoots off an arrow for 18 damage. Shoots off another arrow that misses, and a Dread Ambusher shot. Oh, critical hit! Perfect. Let's regroup the rest of the party. And we see a bunch of bones here. I don't know if any of these bones or skeletons actually have anything good on them, but I am just going to loot them just in case. Okay, they don't have anything interesting, but there is a chest over here with a bunch of good scrolls in there. Let's go ahead and grab the mugwort, the wispweed, and the sherry. Last Notes of a Monk. Let's go ahead and read that, so pause it if you would like to read that. Alright. Oops, I forgot to grab his dagger. Let's go ahead and break this. Perfect, just to be able to walk through a bit more easily. So, I don't really think there's anything interesting up that... we might be able to... Yeah, we can actually go through that way, but I don't want to yet because that's actually the puzzle room. So let's... Okay. Will, I need your help, darling. Come here.
The pride of the gate.
Start just blasting everything. Blast the table. Blast the bed. And blast the wooden bench. Thank you, darling. Astarion. Please lockpick the enchanted door. Perfect. 3 rolls up to a 16.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
And we see another skeleton outside with a short sword on it. See another set of double doors. That leads back outside. So this is the way we just broke in and entered. Whereas we could have just gone around this way, but it doesn't particularly matter. So let's go ahead and read the old maintenance records. So this actually tells you how to solve another puzzle a bit later on. But basically just chuck some grease at a statue and we'll be able to move them more easily. But we're not going to need that for just a little bit. So, if I remember correctly, which I don't think I am, I think we want to go up these vines to get to the eagle's nest. Yes. Yes, we do. Perfect. So we see a giant eagle in their nest. And they scream at us.
In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy!
It's not your nest. You stole it from the little bird who used to live here. Because, you know, obviously Luna is too stupid to recognize that the nest is far too big for a blue jay.
You would accuse me of a crime in my own home! Outrageous!
Okay. So Luna is gonna wild shape, because it's fun. Owlbear. And then I'll get the rest of the crew up here. Yeah, let's go ahead and claw at the ancient giant eagle for 22 damage. Ancient Giant Eagle for 24 damage, and we'll just have her scooch forward a little bit. And the rest of the party.
Sharp as ever.
I will have Will crouch before he climbs up the knotted roots. Okay, so he gets pulled into initiative right away, where he will reapply a Strength Hex onto the eagle that Luna has been battling. And sends 2 Eldritch Blasts. Only one connects for a total of 20 damage, and he'll just tuck a little closer to the vines, hopefully not getting ensnared. Astarion is also going to crouch down and climb up the roots. Ooh, his hiding was initially successful. So let's go ahead and send our Dread Ambusher shot into that giant eagle. Perfect. And then we have just the other giant eagle who we are going to put Hunter's Mark onto. And send a shot into it for 21 damage. And our second shot for 17 damage. And then finally, Lae'zel. I don't know why I'm bothering to have her sneak, but I am. Is going to climb up the roots. Okay, I was hoping I could just skirt around the line of sight. Doesn't seem like it, but we can. I think we should at least be able to. Oh, are you serious? We do not have enough movement. Fine, I guess we will literally Misty Step 2 inches to the side. And we will Booming Blade this giant eagle and miss our shot. And we're gonna Action Surge just so that we take them down in 1 round. Oh, come on, Lae'zel, don't fail me, babe. You failed me!
Still breathing.
Oh, that's so sad.
Everything.
So Talons on Lae'zel misses. Luna is... Actually, we're just gonna go back to Lae'zel. She can redeem herself. There we go. Luna will dismiss her wild shape. And will loot the nest. So we see a ceremonial warhammer, a giant eagle body, and a dead kobold. And we see our little friend has returned. Let's clump up the group again. And talk to our little blue jay friend.
Glorious! Feathers bloody everywhere, mate! Feels good to be home in my nest.
Glad I could help you, buddy.
I wish there was something I could give you in return. Oh, tell you what. When I escaped the eagles, I spotted something buried near that ferry dock. Might be worth a look.
Okay, thank you.
Looks to be a powerful weapon. I wonder if it was used on the Githyanki nearby.
Alright, so here is a nice little weapon that we might get introduced to a little bit later on. But let's go ahead and just continue exploring the rooftops. So there might be one more combat that I might want to engage in, if I can figure out how to get there. But first, I want to try and go down there, but I can never remember how to get there. I think it's just wildly jumping around. So since Astarion still has that strength elixir on, I'm going to send him on a fetch quest. So Astarion, my dear boy, come here.
Keep your distance, darling.
Go and jump down there. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you take 6 damage. Now, where was it? Was it over here? I don't think it is, but, you know, I can always just get over here. There's a pouch that has a nice greater potion of healing in it. So not quite there. I think it's on the other ledge. So jumping back across, we find another skeleton with a short sword on it. Aha! And here we see the Holy Lance Helm. Creatures who miss their attack rolls against the wearer must make a dexterity saving throw or take 1 to 4 radiant damage. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I don't know if that'll be useful for anybody, but, you know, it's at least a helmet for someone. I don't think Will is proficient with medium armor. So maybe Luna could wear it? Again, I don't know if that translates when she's in her wild shape. I mean, because she currently doesn't even have a helmet. Let's go ahead and give it to her. Cute. But we're gonna hide it. I don't know why, but I always prefer just seeing my characters' faces. And it's like in any game. If I have the option to hide the helmet, I typically do that. Alright. I want to see if we can find the Gremishkas. I don't think they're down this way. Oh, they might actually be. Yeah, I think if we kind of hop our way down. Alright, come on. Work with me, camera. Alright, over here we see an opulent chest.
The gift
No, I
knight
don't
is
want
as
to talk to you, Will.
merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
Okay, go away. Opulent chest with some more scrolls in it. Nice little skeleton with a journal of a novice monk. Rumors of Githyanki sighting in the region. Yada yada yada. Pause if you want to read it. And then Astarion. I said Astarion, my darling. Please lockpick.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Perfect. 17 rolls up to a 28.
I have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
Oh, so we already set off the Gremishka's allergies by just using guidance. That's really funny. I'm gonna give it a minute. Perfect. Let's have Luna scooch farther into the room, and of course, wild shape into the owlbear. She will come in and smash this little Gremishka for 23 damage.
Swift as my feet can carry
Come on in and smash this little Gremishka. And I will just have her move as far into the room as she can. Okay, so I don't think that helmet works while she's in her her wild shape.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Let's have Astarion just come to the dead center of the room. And he will just start shooting. So this Gremishka in the corner does 16 damage. Shot number 2 does 14 damage. And the Dread Ambusher shot, perfect, does 30 damage on a critical hit.
Victory awaits.
And then Lae'zel will come on in. Does Booming Blade count as magic? We're gonna find out.
Things. One spell, and there's no telling how they'll react.
I think it does. That's fine. Whack again. Perfect. Some more Gremishkas coming on over and surrounding Astarion. 9 damage, 9 damage, and missing him, so he took a little bit of a beating. Will is going to come on in and reapply his Strength Hex onto this Gremishka over here. And we'll send one Eldritch Blast into it and another one onto the Gremishka that Luna is practically on top of. Okay, perfect. Did it polymorph into something? No, I think it's the other one dropped out of polymorph when it died. Anyway. So that Gremishka has done a little... Oh, so it has mirror image on it. That's fine. So Astarion is going to... Yeah, he's just going to smack with his sword for 11 damage. 9 damage. Good job.
Time to strike.
Lae'zel is going to go help Astarion. So she will smack and smack.
Time to push my luck again.
Luna will smack the Gremishka in front of her. Perfect, killing it. And we'll just trundle on over to the other one. I don't think she can use her her little leap because I don't have enough movement speed. Astarion takes 13 damage. And Will is going to Eldritch Blast this Gremishka. Perfect. Luna is going to dismiss her wild shape. And I think I will end the episode here. The only thing I'm going to be doing off camera is looting this room. There are a couple of gated items. I will just unlock those, and most of the time they just have some potions and a couple of scrolls in them. But anyway, we are going to, in the next episode, finish up this exterior portion, including solving the puzzle that we kind of saw through the window upstairs, and then we will continue into the creche proper. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and comment on what you enjoyed about the episode or any feedback that you have for me. And subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I hope to see you all in the next video, and until then, I hope you have a really great day. Bye bye!